Damn. Guys, welcome back to Danny AFC TV. Wow. I can't lie to you and pretend that I watched that game. If I did, I think I'd be more in outrageous amounts of laughter and all types of madness. I thought I was being wound up. Like, I just got back from London. Shouts out to my guy T on that one. Just got back in the door, and I was like, Liverpool, how many? 7. I swear Liverpool have been a bit of a disaster this season. Darwin Núñez couldn't score. Cody wasn't really up and running. But I've had this sneaky feeling. Shouts out to yes, T-Man. It took me a minute there. I was like, huh? Let me start again. Liverpool 7, Man United 0. Man City, it would be wicked if they held a little tamping because I'm not saying it's coming down to goal difference, but do you know what? Their goal difference is fair superior to us. But shouts out to the team, man. See you in the morning, my brother. Shouts out to all the real ones. Please be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we is new. I wonder what Goldbridge was saying today. Like, seriously, I know a couple of people have put a couple of clips up of him on the group, etc. Twitter and the WhatsApp group, Goldbridge. I think that would have been fucking quality. Some gold rating, ceiling of approval watching a Man United watch along today. Imagine watching the bastards. I don't even know what the half-time score was. Like, I literally know nothing of the game, which is a touch of a disaster. I don't know if De Gea had one of his days, even though he is a truly class goalkeeper. Did he have a De Gea day? I couldn't really tell you, but I know Salah got 2, Gakpo got 2. The guy that I said 2-3 weeks ago, Daniel Heel, remember? I said Liverpool are coming. They will finish top 4. And Darwin Núñez is waiting. He's going to start scoring. It was physically not impossible. Like, game after game, sorry, I'm stuttering. But the positions he gets himself into game after game, he never gives up. I've seen this boy miss 4 blatantly good chances in a game and still come back for the 5th. So I don't know. I always liked his application and his attitude, old Darwin Núñez. And I think he will come to fruition at Liverpool. One that I wasn't so sure about was Mr. Cody Gakpo, but between 37 and 40 mil. Do you know what? Not a bad risk. If Arsenal had done that, would we be still 8 points clear? Would we be even 10 points clear? I'm just saying, guys. No massive news on the Trossard and the Nketiah injuries. The Nketiah one doesn't massively faze me as he doesn't score goals. Trossard, I'll be real. I squad player him off a lot, but he's looked reasonable since he come into the squad. Like, not amazing. He's all right. So we will miss him. But I do believe with like Vieira, Emil Smith-Rowe, and Reece Nelson, and shouts out to Reece Nelson on that goal again yesterday. Every time I see it, it kind of gets better for me. And the noise levels in the stadium, absolutely wonderful. Guys, as you know, I like to always have a couple of talking points. Emil Smith-Rowe, what's his future status at Arsenal? It's very rare you see players across world football, especially one that has the number 10 shirt on the back of his... on his back, basically the number 10 shirt. Someone that dons the number 10 shirt. Shouts out to Daniel He. Shouts out to Linda. Shouts out to my guy Ty. Yeah, someone that signed a bumper contract, got the number 10 shirt. When people at Lacquer, thank fuck, screw Lacquer, but when other people did clearly want the shirt at the time, you bring him on and then you bring him off. Now, I'm gonna start straight at the very top of this. There is a slight bit of disrespect there. Emil Smith-Rowe, watching the game back, he wasn't really at the races. I'm asking myself already, Emil Smith-Rowe, was you just madly overrated as a youngster at Arsenal? The Jack Wilshere kind of style, like the best Iniesta, Fabregas, the best midfielder in the world is here, Jack Wilshere. Has this guy been kind of overhyped? Is he just coming back from injury? Was it unfair on him? Yay! Hunt Yumi's in the stream. Was it unfair at him? Is it just the timing? But what is your real thoughts on Emil Smith-Rowe? I'm going to tell you a couple of bits I've heard from from people from the club today. I'm hearing, because I was basically saying last night, I think KT is gone in the summer. He's going to go to Newcastle United. I think Newcastle got a good right back. Kieran Trippier, they've got Botman, they've got Lascelles who's on the bench, but someone else in the centre who's doing all right. Dan Bailey, got love or hate him at 6'15" or whatever he is. He's their left back, or the guy filling in at left back. Kearney absolutely blesses Newcastle's defence. But there's another rumour coming out of Arsenal, Nuno Tavares. And I've kind of hinted, I heard a couple of weeks ago that Tavares is sent out on loan because he had the Guendouzi start. And I'm swearing this to God, I don't lie to my real ones, or I don't do clickbait or any of that bullshit. But I heard Nuno Tavares was in fact loaned out by Arsenal because his attitude in training wasn't superb. Him and Arteta had more than one bust up. Not major bust ups, like, you know what I mean, dragging each other by the throat, but Tavares kind of been, from what I'm hearing, a little bit Lord Benter-ish, like, what do you mean I'm not in the team next week? Oh gosh, I thought I played well. So Arteta basically said, I'm going to let this guy go out on loan. Now, from what I hear within the club, or a couple of people, sources very close to the club, Nuno Tavares is on the sell list. He's on the fuck you list for the summer. Like, this is absolutely gangster, real talk. I'm not playing. I actually thought if KT was going Newcastle, I believe Zinchenko had a young understudy in a 23-year-old, I think, Tavares. Guys, get the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. Does Arsenal sell 2 left-backs? We know we want to sell Lokonga. That's pretty much already been circulating massively today that he hasn't got a future and he was sent out on loan to bump up his, or to boost his value, let's say, especially at another Premier League club. And Smith Rowe, guys, he does wear the number 10 shirt. What is your thoughts of him coming on the pitch and off the pitch? Am I reading too much into it? Like with Trossard's injury, I would have liked to have been thinking it was Emil Smith Rowe on the left, Saka right, do you know what I mean? Or sorry, and Martinelli up front possibly, or them interchanging. But Emil Smith Rowe, I'm interested to see come Fulham, what is his actual player status? When I say is he on the bench, will he be actually given a miss altogether? I doubt he'll start. But Emil Smith Rowe, guys, Vieira, what do you think of him? People that wasn't in last night's stream, I know I did ask the same question, but Vieira, Emil Smith Rowe, real talk, have they got futures at Arsenal? What would you do with Vieira? He started yesterday. Xhaka's been quiet. He's looked tired over the last few weeks, but Vieira didn't do it for me. But guys, I'm going to jump. No. I'm going to jump into the comments first because I see the comments are bouncing. Shout out to all the real ones. Please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new on this Sunday evening. Again, I threaten them at times, but there will be changes again to the channel. I'm going to schedule things. So, like, say on a Friday, it will be the weekend warm-up show, the score predicting game, which you me never got involved in. I'm only joking. Don't worry. Grievo won that. Shout out to Grievo last month. I haven't really continued it this month because WB was watching the scores and he hasn't really, he's got his own, he's got some personal scenarios going on. I want to make like Sundays possibly a bars night, spitting bars of a couple of brethren of mine. T could get involved. My guy Kyle could get involved. Grievo, our next guy. 4 white spitters, gangster. Anyway, I'm doing a couple other bits, some transfer daily uploads, but that's been done before and tried, but that will be nearer the window. But guys, fuck it. Let's stop the needless chat. Let's get into the chat, literally. Shouts out to T-Man Rowan. Whoa, how much do you believe in us winning the league, Danny? Interesting start, bros. Real talk. First of all, we need 0 more injuries. Like Trossard and Nketiah, I can honestly get by on. Reason being, there is Emil Smith Rowe, there is Vieira, and there is the guy that popped up yesterday, Reece Nelson. Nketiah doesn't score goals, so it's not a massive miss. Jesus is back in training. It is contact training. That basically means he's ever so closer to a return. He hasn't played a game for the under-23 yet, but I wouldn't be surprised in the next week at the most, he isn't actually getting a run out for the under-23s with strict instructions to the opponent. Do not touch him. Do not go near him. I'd rather let him score. Do not fucking kick him. Do you know what I mean? So I'm very, very like, don't fucking kick him. Don't breathe on him. Don't touch him. Do you know what I mean? A couple of under-23 games under his belt. And I believe he could not be rushed, but he needs to get back to at least a bench warming position at Arsenal Football Club. 1-0. Oh, 1-0 at half-time. Jesus, 6 in the second half. Not bad. Another good game. Finna Marvin, Nurtison. What's good, bro? What are we saying, bros? I'm still gassed. I'm still delighted. Fulham is next. We know then it's Palace, I think, at home. And then Leeds at home. That equals 9 points to me. Like, let's not be getting fucked around at Fulham, first of all. Eric Seven Hog. I know, he must feel like a right rotten dog as well. they got a bit of a mauling. Who was it by? And then they seemed to get better. Like, oh, who was it against? Way before they done us 3-1. Oh, around the time maybe they done us 3-1. And you and me, what's good, my brother? Big you up, my G, California's finest. What have you been thinking? Are we? Oh, sorry. And to answer. Sorry, to answer Daniel D, bro. If we're injured like Saliba, Gabriel, that's going to cause a problem. Party being out will cause a problem, bro. If we can relatively stay injury free to the end of the season, and I do believe Man City will pretty much go all the way in, or very close to all the way in both the Champions League and the FA Cup. I'm hoping we maintain this lead. I do believe we'll get beat Bruck up and smacked up by Man City at the Etihad. What can I say? I do believe they'll beat us home and away. But every Arsenal fan will still be jolly if we win the league. So who gives a fuck? Obviously, April is a bit of a bitch month in general. You know, we got Liverpool away, we got Man City away, we got Chelsea at home. Like Chelsea as well. Like I know people say, why are you worrying about Chelsea? Well, they got to fucking turn the corner somewhere. And I'm not going to get gassed because they beat Leeds 1-0 yesterday. But they have to turn the bastard corner somewhere. Guys, please be getting the likes on the video. Leave me subscribing if you're new. Does anyone want a 7-Up, bros? I'd love a 7-Up. Where's Phil Mitchell? He loves to ask me, am I drinking every day? I had to get kind of desperado out for this, do you know what I mean? Was worried when Arteta, took Smith Rowe out. But it's most likely he's not ready to play 90 minutes. But he didn't actually, I know he was brought on very early in the game, but it wasn't 90 minutes. I believe he wasn't really playing well, bros. And we switched it up. And it probably at this moment, even though I'm hating on it, it was the right decision. I'm more getting at the angle. If look at it from the player himself, the youngster, the Haaland kid, the number 10 shirt holder, the new contract holder. It must be a kick in the absolute bollocks, personally, I'm saying. You know what I mean? I'm not here to be making up mischievous lies. I'm just saying it must be a bit of a kick in the bollocks for him. Unless it was something I said to him, bro, you're coming on for like 30, 40, 50 minutes. Straight. But then why bring him on in the first place if he can't see it out to the end? Do you know what I mean? So I'm not really sure. Fofana is a good defender. He most definitely is, bros. There is a bit of Chelsea news. Chelsea fire sale. Koulibaly can go. Ziyech can go. Gallagher can go. Loftus-Cheek can go. I can't remember. But Caicedo is a massive target. Don't watch him signing a new deal. And Neymar. Talks have already taken place with his agent, at least. Right. Arsenal need to win 9 out of 12 to win the Premier League. It's about 28 points. It's about 28. 27 maybe. All right, fair enough. 60. That's interesting because I did say, could it be between 89 and 92 points that win the league? That would actually take us to 90 points. Very interesting, Craig. Shouts out to you as always. It's me, my phone broke. Yes, shouts out to you, T-Man. Right, here we go. Hanyumi's up and running because this is what I actually did want to see. A couple of opinions on people that we could sell. Rob Holding, Tavares, Lokonga's obviously gone. Tierney could be gone. Who would be the backup left back or the left back that actually comes in to properly challenge Zinchenko? But for me, more importantly, a right back has to be brought in. I'm done looking at this whole... Bro, I don't care what any Arsenal fan says. The whole Tomiyasu, Ben White thing has been pissing me off for 3 weeks solid. And none of them seem to be better than the other. Thank you, Ben White, for that massive goal yesterday and that massive celebration. But defensively, you've looked a bit iffy for the last couple of games. And Tomiyasu, you've been a lot worse. You've been dreadful. So for me, personally, I know we're not going to sell the 50 million man, Mr. Orange himself. So for me, Tomiyasu must go back to Italy or anywhere else he wants to go. A right back has to come in. Slightly probably more experienced than Freshendo also. Obviously, I do like Hakimi. The new Bill Cosby of France is not going to be going anywhere soon. Like, he's on a fuckery charge, any like Mr. Hakimi. I actually didn't realise this. It's been going on for a minute. But Hakimi, man, is on house arrest or something. Like, what a right back. What a dickhead. I don't know. Like, it's a nutty situation. But Hakimi, I think he's probably fucked his football career now. Do you know what I mean? Mason Greenwood, there's still nothing about this guy's poor little future and what's going to happen to him. Do you know what I mean? But hey ho, what can you actually say? Guys, do be getting the likes in the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. So obviously Hakimi isn't a target for me no more. The Bill Cosby of French football. But there is other right backs. Fran Freshenda has been linked with Arsenal many times. Denzel Dumfries equally has been linked with Arsenal many times. But yeah, a right back is as important as a central midfielder for me this summer. We still need that agile and mobile winger for me. And a strike would be a blessing, but probably that's a little bit far-fetched as we have Balogun coming back in the summer. Guys, do be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. A couple of talking points of today. Have you got any thoughts on Emil Smith-Rowe coming on, coming off? Like, are we going to give it that sort of very easy sort of, he isn't ready, to play a full game? Well, it wasn't a full game. Why bring him on in the first place if you're going to rip his ass off? He does possess the number 10 shirt. He is a hate lender. I'm wondering. Vieira, is he good enough for Arsenal? Here's a straight, just yes or no question. Vieira, will he make it? He's not exactly 18, 19, 20, this guy either. Do you know what I mean? Nelson, do you want to give him a new deal, Arsenal fans? And Zaha, yes, there it is. He's done it again. Oops, there it is. He's done it again. He's basically said he doesn't care what his next challenge is. If he doesn't get his dream move to Arsenal, he can go to Russia, the US League, or anywhere across the world. Slightly exaggerated, but that's literally the moral of the story. If he doesn't get his dream move to Arsenal this time, he doesn't get an F where he goes as long as it pays him beautifully financially. If Arsenal don't offer him a contract, which I don't believe we will, even though he's a free in the summer, I think he'll just stay at Palace and milk it and say, right, Vieira, what are you offering me? What's the top whack? Or I'm going anywhere. Anyone that offers me £1 note more than you, Palace, I'm out. Do you know what I mean? I reckon he's going to try and go to as close as 200 grand a week as he can, but I doubt he will. But anyway, sell Tavares for 15 million. I reckon Tierney will leave as well. Going to have to find a left back. Interesting. That could raise us, what, 15? I reckon Tierney has got to be worth 20, possibly 25, money back. 25, 30, that's 40 million pounds. Holding 5 million, 45. Lokonga 15, that's 60. Anyone else to sell? Any more? Vieira, Emil Smith-Rowe, any more? Well, that's 60 million pounds that could go towards the budget. That could genuinely go towards getting a Sassedo, a Declan Rice over the line. Because I seriously just don't want us to flop at the doors of Yuri Tillemans, who, of course, has been linked again with Arsenal today. True K, Craig, said the same thing yesterday. Yes, I would say that is about right. And Jean RB, Will Fofana, yeah, he just needed a bit of time, bros. We all knew how good he was at Leicester, bros. Sonosu never looked the same after he left, if you want the truth. Yo, Hans, and you, me. Woo. Big mistake. Shout out to Akers is in the building. Big mistake letting KT go. Tavares needs Billing along with Lokonga, Holding, Xhaka, El Neni, Vieira, and Nketiah. I agree with that totally. Will never happen, that whole list, but it would be good to see them gone. Because I tell you what you'd do is, I'd still say sell KT though, no feelings. You get yourself a good left back. There is plenty across the world. That Grimaldo, the Benfica left back, he's very attacking. He does take corners. He does take free kicks. I'm not sure if I want a guy from Benfica. I don't know. He's on a free transfer though. Smart Money says he can't be that worse than what we've got. I mean, as in understudy. Then again, in saying that, who the fuck knows? Because KT is a fine understudy. But to be honest with you, I don't think it's actually fair on KT. He's not young no more. How old is Kieran Tierney? What, 26? Very close to 27? I think he deserves to be someone's number one left back. And if it is Newcastle, so be it, innit? Just bring me a left back. We need a right back also. So that'll be a left back, right back needed in the summer. I'm tempted to say a right-footed centre back because we know Ben White is obviously a right back these days. Declan Rice also Saido. Vinicius Jr. would be nice, but maybe Rafael Leao is more realistic. And as I say, Balogun returns. Personally wouldn't sell KT, but he's not happy to sit on the bench. Well, I don't think he should be either, bruvs. Like, I'm not going to start saying he's an international player because that's only for Scotland. That's like being an international player for Wales. I'm so sorry, people. But it's the truth. As for... Listen, man, he's not as good as any. He isn't. They're both very similar aged. it's a bit of a bitch. I kind of did see this coming as soon as we signed Zinchenko. Because who was we going for instead? Sorry? Because then he wasn't the number one left back. We were going for fucking Lissandro. And I do believe he would have been a left back. But anyway, forget Lissandro at Man United for astronomical money. How did he play today, by the way? The 4'7" Martinez, but he's a good player though. Well, what was I talking about? But KT, yeah, bruvs, he deserves to be a first team left back. Like, listen, if he's there, like, guys, I'm good with being a backup, then safe, let him be a backup. I just don't think he's that guy. He's Breva, he's Scotland, you know what I mean? The rolls his sleeves up. You get what I mean? He wants to be a bit more than that. He wants to be a first teamer. And Newcastle isn't such a bad proposition. They're going to be a decent team in the next 3 to 5 years. They're only looking upwards, not fucking downwards. So, yeah. I say he fills the number 3 shirt. Why I forgot the time? And I think that's a brilliant move for him. And I wouldn't begrudge him that. It's better than going back to Celtic, even though you play the Champions League season after season. Big up, Ty. How you been, bro? Long time. You know it, brother. Glad to have you back, can't you, me? But a couple of talking points. Akers, you was at the game. Again, massive apology. I apologise about 100 times yesterday's stream, Akers. Massive apologies again. But Akers, you was at the game. What did you make close up of Emil Smith Rowe? Like, I know you would have had an exclusive seat, probably right on that halfway line, up in the sky, with a glorious view. Like, I find it a bit weird, on and then off. I know he wasn't really playing well. Vieira again, guys. Does he have an Arsenal future? Do you bin this guy in the summer? Like what John RB says, you've been Vieira, you've been Nketiah, you've been El Neni, you've been exactly, you've been Holding, you've been Lokonga, and you've been Tavares, but you keep KT. Very interesting from the guy John RB. Like you can see, he's got 0 fucks given for a lot of the squad, but big mistake letting KT go, and a lot KT go, and a lot of Gunners, and I think Lee Akers would be one of them, saying damn right and all. You fucking blue. Raw, I'm a bit behind on the stream, innit? Yo. 1 hag, 2 hag, 3 hag. About 10 hags, mate. Yo, Lee. Yo. It's me, Typhon, bro. My baby mum's phone. I'm good. Gas, bruv, what a weekend for the Arsenal. And yeah, 7-0. Darwin Núñez has got 2. Gakpo got 2. Salah got 2. And the guy that a couple of Arsenal fans seem to want at the club. Firmino netted 1 today. I know, let's hope we can keep it going. Most definitely. 12 FA Cup finals left. Literally watching Liverpool today scares me, as we're still got to go there. Bruvs, I did say Liverpool will wake up, bruvs. And I'm afraid to say, I think it took Real Madrid being smashed at home. And Jurgen Klopp was like, listen, like literally, they might just go and send reserves to Madrid, even though I reckon they'll still go out there and go for it. But it's like, listen, guys, that's it. We're done this season. There's no trophies. Can we go and get top 4? Do you know what I mean? Fulham next weekend will be a tougher game than people think. I do know this, bruvs. But at the end of the evening, I know they're sitting 7th, bruvs. And that's fucking, do you know what I mean? They're punching well above their weight. But we are in a title race, bruvs. Like, this is, bruvs, I'm accepting we're probably going to get smashed up at the Etihad. I'm accepting at Anfield might not go our way. But what for me is vital, bruvs, every motherfucker that fucking comes near us, we must win, or we will lose the league. To answer Daniel here in a nutshell, we're going to get banged by Liverpool and Man City, I reckon. That's 6 points down. Do you know what I mean? That could make Man City win the league. What I'm saying is, everyone else that comes next to us, yes. Do you know what I mean? Palace, Leeds, we must beat them. Fulham, we must beat them. Do you know what I mean? Because April, as I said, we got 6 games, 6 FA Cup finals, 6 fucking tough fixtures. Danny didn't read out my comment about Man City. Where is it? Did you swear? Did you say fuck? That's your last comment, bruvs. I reckon YouTube have hidden it. Hold on. Arsenal need to win. Nope. YouTube have hidden it, bruvs, because that's your comment. Then you've got T, Daniel, John, Hangumi, T, Lee, and then it's you again. Then you got T, you got Lee, T, Lee, T, Lee, and that. So no, you must have said F. You must have said something, bruvs, because yes, the YouTube police are onto me, bruvs. The YouTube police, I do repeat, AdSense, a lot of them, they're all onto me, bruvs. They're all tracking me. They're trying to shift me. They're trying to put me under arrest or something for whatever reason. Shouts out to you, Luco. What's going on? To sign new deal means no Arsenal. In fact, it doesn't. It was almost like when Suarez signed a new deal. It's just a convenient signing, bruvs. He earns loads of money to the end of the season or to whenever he actually leaves the club. I'm sure it's a buyout clause. It won't be astronomical because he wouldn't have put himself in that position, I'm sure. I'm sure it will come out very soon. It's 90, 95 mil. It's going to be more than the 65 or the 70. A lot of teams probably wanted to play for him. So in my opinion, it's a buyout clause and it will be about 90, 95 mil. But that will come out in the washing very soon. Guys, please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. Shouts out to you, Luco. So, yes, I'll say, though, Liverpool reckon they're still going for him in the summer, bros. Chelsea are confident they can get him over the line. So, wouldn't believe anything. And, I do believe his contract is real, but, I mean, it's not that real. When I say, yeah, you could rip that up like it's a piece of this fucking paper in front of me there. That's what his contract means. A load of bollocks. Do you know what I mean? He could have took a Harry Kane-style risk, a gentleman's agreement that Brighton could say, fuck you, at the end of the season. I still believe he leaves at the end of the season, as long as the money is right. Arsenal need to beat Liverpool and City away. Technically not, and they're the two toughest games we've got. So they're the two games that I'm kind of saying, Hence why Fulham, as Lee Akers said, that's a lot more difficult than you think. Fuck that, win. Fulham, Palace, win. Leeds, win. Do you know what I mean? Everyone else, win. Southampton, bollocks, win. And then comes the tricky April. Do you know what I mean? No. If we got a draw from each game, I still believe we win the league. I just don't think we'll get a draw from each game. I believe, and I'm sorry to say, Gooners, Man City will murk us like they did in the FA Cup. They'll murk us. Ow! Bollocks, what happened there? I got a slight groin strain. Bollocks. Live on TV, on YouTube, he's got a groin strain. I just gave myself a groin strain. Nah, bro. No. I've given myself a groin strain. I don't actually know what I was even talking about. What did Lucas say? I literally just gave myself a groin strain. No. Man City will fucking murk us. Liverpool, I'm still not saying because they've won 7-0 today, they're up and running. Yes, they're up and running, but I mean, they will get top four also. I definitely blatantly believe Liverpool will be a top four club, but they'll still have their ups and downs, innit? Man City, I don't think are going to drop too many more points this season. A couple of draws, possibly. It's on us, innit? We've got to win every game and take Man City and Liverpool away as they come. I think we win 10 out of 12. I reckon, like Craig said, 9 would bring us roughly to like 91 points. I believe 91 points is enough to win the league this season. So, yeah. I say 9, similar to like what Craig said. Do you know what I mean? To be quite honest with you. Do we need to be worried about Mitrovic next week? Haven't seen him play. Brusky's a very good player, and he's a guy that's on form, and he's a guy that loves to rough up a defender. Now, I know we're not that same Arsenal that just get sort of abused like we have over the last couple of seasons under Mikel, but he does rough you up. He does get involved in a bit of fisticuffs. He's very strong. He's very ignorant. And this season is proven to be his best ever season in England. Remember, he has blatantly flopped in the Premier League before for Fulham. He's blatantly flopped in the Premier League before at Newcastle United. So, yes, but he is 27, coming 28. If he ain't going to do it now, he's never going to do it. I believe if he had his time now at Newcastle, it'd be a totally different situation. I think he's a really good footballer. Is the Arsenal level? I'm not so sure. But then again, Arsenal's level at this moment is Nketiah and Jesus, both injured. Shouts out to all the real ones, guys. Do be getting the likes on the video and do be subscribing if we is new. Man City last game before the international break is postponed because of the FA Cup. So we can go 8 points clear. Most definitely, bros. And that's what I'm saying. So, theoretically, defeat at Anfield, defeat at Man City. As long as we don't fuck up any other games, we're still 2 points clear. But again, it would be very precarious. Let's pretend it did work out that way. We're 1 defeat from losing the league with whatever games are remaining, if you like. Mitrovic's such a handful. Most definitely, bros. Bullies people, beats people up. All right, guys, here's an interesting question. Because I know Craig likes Ivan Toney, and I know for a fact 100%, even though he's all betting fucking betting shop thief. But Ivan Toney, if you had to bring one to Arsenal, would it be Ivan Toney, the betting scandal thief, but pretend that never happened, clearly, that he's a betting scandal thief, or Mitrovic? Who is more of the handful for you? I don't give a fuck about who's got an English passport. If Arsenal had to sign one of them two strikers next season, I believe we sign none because we're getting Balogun. But who is the bigger handful? Ivan Toney or Mr. Mitrovic, the former Newcastle and present Fulham striker? Guys, can I please stress and plead you to hit the likes on the video and do be subscribing if we is new. Sunday service this evening, as always. You know what time of day it is. It's down the AFC TV. Sunday service comes like church, isn't it? Let's sit down, let's pray, and let's talk Arsenal. Lee always behaves off the rails. Always behaves. What are you talking about? Money! Good evening, brother. I think we need to keep KT, and as far for what you're saying about Firmino earlier, Dan, we should let him slide to China. Most definitely. Or anywhere else. America would be fine for him. Or a Palace and Aston Villa. Just a different Premier League apart from Arsenal Football Club. Firmino for Arsenal Football Club, nah. That one would not take my fancy, not any day of the week. I'm reaching for Zoot, so man, that's bad, isn't it? Even Danny Boy, how's everyone in the chat? I'm fantastic, brothers. How are you, Manny? I'm not saying the game has been cancelled this month, Manny. WB is the guy that holds all the results, and he's had a couple of personal issues. I'll say it straight. His mum's in hospital because he said it on the stream anyway. As long as he's got everyone's results, we carry on. I'll leave it to him. He hasn't really bounced back in the stream too often. Obviously, he's got his own issues to deal with. Our thoughts are with WB. We actually could see our team being patched up with a few injured players. Well, hopefully not. This is where, I suppose, even though I didn't like the signings too much of Jorginho and Trossard, well, this is where they come to fruition now, isn't it? Because clearly we needed a couple of squad players in, because if these injuries had been taking place, I know we don't own Trossard, but say it was Emile Smith-Rowe and an Nketiah right now, there's only Vieira or Nelson, for instance. Who would you put at number 9, etc.? So yes, do you know what I mean? But big yourself up, Manny. Glad to see you are here. Shout out to Ukraine. Real ones are here. Where is some of the group real ones? Where's Jamal? Where is Hazard? Where is UE? Sent to you, mate. How's the family? Linda, how are you? I'm really good. Yep, Manny, we'll have to get you back on as well soon. I know Europa League Thursdays are coming, so I'm sure, guys, you'll see Manny back on the channel very, very soon. If Nketiah and Trossard injured and Jesus not back, do we stick Gavi up front or try to bring Balogun back? We can't now. I do believe we could have in January, but now, obviously, again, we wavered any right to that. So that is an impossibility. And I did say this last night. I actually would try Martinelli up front, Emile Smith-Rowe on the left, or Vieira and Saka on the right. What is your thoughts, guys, on Emile Smith-Rowe coming on and off the pitch yesterday? Like, again, I know he's just come back from injury, but if you're not fit, you're not going to throw him on a game against Bournemouth when you're, you know what I mean? If you're 4-0 up, it's a different situation. We weren't 4-0 up. We were getting our asses kicked at the time we done this. Yeah, bro, I was quick, can't miss. You wouldn't miss a trick. I actually did say at the very start of the stream, I was like, right, where the fuck is Phil Mitchell? Because he's going to give it to me because I got a Desperado in my hand. Rewind. Straight back to the start of the stream. Liverpool will secure the title. We're going to win the league. We're going to win the league. Because we're from fucking top, Steph. Because we're from fucking top, Steph. Because we are from fucking top, Steph. And top 4 is your fucking loss. Now, you're going to be top 4, though, 100%. I've been saying it for the last few weeks, my friend. Please get a like on the video. Do subscribe if you're new. I did say Darwin Núñez will find his scoring touch, and he will smack in probably more goals than Jesus and Nketiah before the end of the season. I said that 100% on this stream, and I 100% said Liverpool would be a top 4 club. Shout out to Phil Mitchell. Shout out to all the real ones. Please be getting the likes on the video. Do subscribe if you're new. I'm going to try and catch up with the comments 35 minutes in, and then jump into some of today's news. And of course, what have I just pressed? Fuck me, I need Manny. What did I say? Anyway, do get the likes on the video. Do subscribe if you're new. Trossard is out. Trossard is out of the Fulham game. Trossard is out of the Fulham game. Don't worry, we got ESC. ESC. We got ESR. We got Vieira. We got Nelson. We're all right, bro. Don't worry. It's all good. Liverpool and City, I'm worried. I'm afraid to say, I reckon it is 2 defeats. As long as we beat the crap out of everyone else, we're still good. Massive concern, it starts off on the 1st of April at home to Leeds. I know there's a Southampton away. That could be a 3 point, more than a 3-pointer. Give us 4. But yeah, then it's Chelsea home. Well, not in this order, but we got Man City away, Liverpool away, Chelsea home. April is a bit of a cooksakia, if you know what I mean. Most definitely, Luca. Shout out to you. We'll lose at Anfield, lose at the Etihad, and draw with Chelsea. So that would be... If we were 5 points clear, defeat. Oh God, we're a point behind, and then yeah, further slip up. At this moment, I say we batter Chelsea and we lose at Anfield and we lose at the Etihad, or what I like to call Main Road. Do you think we win the league because Liverpool away and City away worried? Again, bros, I only can repeat this again and again and again. I believe if we stay injury-free, nothing more, and I do mean no Saliba, no Gabriel, I do mean no Thomas Partey. I don't give a F if we've got Jorginho or Big Tom, as I like to call him. No injuries and no calamities against Fulham, things like that. We win the league, bros. I do believe we pretty much need 10 wins and 2 defeats at the hands of Liverpool and Man City. Any other bonuses from there is if Man City obviously step up points, guys. I feel like we've got the league in the bag. My faith is all there. Come on, you Gunners. Shouts out to you, sir. I love it. As I said, yes, bros. And I think our game, every game we've got, apart from, I suppose, Man City away and Liverpool, are winnable. I said we've pretty much got to have a winnable. Like, no time for draws, bros. We're going to have our slip-ups, and I do believe they'll be at Anfield. I think we'll beat Chelsea for this, and we'll have a little slip-up, a little meltdown away at Man City. Well done, Arsenal ladies. Yes, Arsenal ladies did win the league. Screaming. Could that be an omen, yeah? The Arsenal ladies won the league, so here comes the men. Shouts out to you, Hazard. Be right back. No problem, my G. Tony over Mitrovic for me. Interesting. Vieira's a flop already. Horrible business. I do believe at 35 million he is horrible business. Shouts out to you. Need to change the name. I love it. I don't see Nelson getting a contract extension, but he needs to be in the squad from here on in. I would say in the squad, yes. Remember, he's already had his little goal-scoring hero moment this season, and he didn't really do much in the next game or two after. I'm being polite to him when I say he's a squad player, but if he gets a new deal, he gets a new deal. It also fills the English quota, I suppose. Now Ty's in the building properly. Shouts out to all the real ones. And also come on for Saka when he is tired, and I'm glad that Emil Smith-Rowe is on Crocs. Well, yeah. It didn't seem like the races, though. I've got to be honest with you. I still think it was a bit of a bastard move of Arteta, but it was the right thing to do. Yes. I can't lie. I'm never going to say something and then be honest about it. I think it was a bit out of order on Emil Smith-Rowe. You brought him on, but you want to bring him off. But it was the right thing to do. Fuck it, I don't care whose feelings get hurt, innit? Anything for that 3 points. I just don't know Nelson in the form of his life. What's the form of his life? I get you, but what's the form of his life? I've never really seen that. I suppose yesterday's goal, the form of his life, I suppose. As it's my birthday. Shouts out to Tyler. Happy birthday, my G. Yeah, a bit wavy. I'm not sorry, people. Shouts out to you guys. I'm off to start what? Decluttering tomorrow. I'm definitely moving you at night or tomorrow. Fuck me, you're moving house tomorrow. Jesus Christ. Happy birthday to Ty. Happy birthday to Ty. Happy birthday to the team, man. It's Tyler's birthday. Right, guys. Lokonga and KT, no future at Arsenal. Nuno Tavares comes onto the fuck you list as well. I'm hearing this from very good people within the club. Trust me. No futures. KT, Lokonga, and Tavares. Interesting. The Arsenal gal has won the League Cup. Shouts out to them. Mari, it's almost a job done. £5 million from Monza. Thank you. They're pretty much safe. Will we get more than a blowjob or, I don't know, a happy meal for Pepe in the summer? Remember, he's still got a contract, 1 year left on his contract. Have you heard the latest? Juventus want Tierney. They're willing to sacrifice Locatelli. I find this hilarious. I don't believe it at all. Savic wants an Arsenal move. I think it's only because West Ham have made an inquiry for him. Rice, it's Arsenal or Chelsea. I've said it over and over again. I'll stick with this. Galatasaray did, in fact, try to loan Emil Smith-Rowe. Don't know why the Turkish window had a bit of an extension. There you go. I'm not Turkish. Who knows? Liverpool, Barcelona, and Arsenal will all sit down with Yuri Tillemans in the summer. But Arsenal still, again, haven't decided if they want the Leicester midfielder or not. Nelson, I'm happy to stay at the club. I'll do whatever it takes. That probably means even if I get no minutes playing football. Zaha, please sign me Arsenal. If not, I don't give an F where I go next. Sterling 28 says Arsenal would be a very interesting move. Emil Smith-Rowe, guys, in or out? Vieira in or out also, along with the suspected Lokonga, KT and Nuno Tavares sales in the summer. The money already been almost a good one for Pablo the blowjob Mari. Into a couple of bits of Premier League news. Chelsea fire sale, Gallagher, Loftus-Cheek, Mason Mount, Ziyech, Koulibaly, all to be sold by Chelsea. Caicedo and Neymar are the top targets so far. Man United want the Napoli defender Kim. I think he's a Japanese international. He has looked good every time I've seen him, though. Harry Kane and De Jong, they are the threesome for Man United. McTominay or Calvin Phillips is the main two players West Ham want to replace Declan Rice. I repeat, McTominay, the Man United midfielder, and the youth from Leeds who plays for Man City, Matt Phillips, is on the radar of West Ham to replace Declan Rice. Tony in trouble with the FA. I don't know how many charges he's admitted or not admitted, but he's been a naughty flipping boy. Caicedo, McAllister still are likely to leave Brighton in the summer. McAllister signed a new deal just before the World Cup. I think he wishes he never done that, but I'm sure it's a similar situation to Caicedo. It's a bumper new deal, and I'm sure they both got release clauses. Man City still want Jude Bellingham and Maddison of Leicester in a summer clear out or clear in. Ward-Prowse, and guys, another couple of talking points. If Southampton was to go down, who would you want? I say Ward-Prowse, Lavea. I think Lavea would be the guy for me. If Nottingham Forest go down, Gibbs White, I have to say, looks a very good player. But this Brennan Johnson, I've been saying his name quite a lot over the last few weeks. I know Lee Akers has as well. Brennan Johnson, he looks a fucking talent. If Forest was to go down, bang, there is your backup, Saka, surely. And if Leeds was to go down, I'm not sure. Maybe their goalkeeper. He has looked good, even though Leeds have been peppered again. But that Messier, whatever his name is, does look a decent talent. Guys, get the likes on the video. Do subscribe if you're new. 43 minutes into the video. It's not going to be a long video tonight. I guarantee you, literally spot on 1 hour because I'm up in the morning, things to do as usual, as they say in the trade. But let me talk. Look, again, Lokonga, KT, Tavares, no future. Mari is pretty much already gone. As all Monza have to do is survive in Serie A for us to be able to collect that £5 million. And Pepe also will not be coming back towards the club. No more squad players, though. Whatever we do in the summer now, it has to be top shelf or fuck it. Just bring Patino back and, I don't know, fucking Lewis Skelly, getting worrying. It's top shelf now, guys. We need a top tier of footballer. If we're selling our two left backs, for me, bring in a very good left back. Someone that's as good, if not better than Zinchenko. Someone that will battle him all the way for that place. And the same at right back. If Ben White is the guy at the moment, you've got to sell Tomiyasu for me and bring in a quality right back. Central midfield, I don't care who we sell. Exaka can go, Jorginho can go, Lokonga can go. Just bring me Declan Rice and we're all good. And if you want to beef up the numbers, you can get a free transfer of Tillman. Guys, would any of you subscribe to the thought of Zaha? He has made a plea again. I beg you, Arsenal. I don't care if I go to Zenit St. Petersburg. If I don't get you, I don't care where I go. This guy's made it clear. Please, please, please sign me, Arsenal Football Club. And has Emil Smith-Rowe and Vieira got futures at the club? Or would you sell one of them, if not both of them, with Lokonga, with KT, with Mari, as we know he's gone, with Pepe and with Nuno Tavares to create transfer funds for the summer? We just need to keep fit, hopefully. Most definitely, bro. That is key as well. No Saliba, no Gabriel, no Thomas Partey, and hopefully get Jesus back. And I believe myself, yes, we can win the league, but we need Jesus back and actually doing more than when he got injured. Like, he went 10, 11 games without a goal, and Ketia doesn't fucking score. Screw him. I know it's a lot on Jesus' back, but when he does get back, hence why I hope he ain't rushed, when he does come back, he needs to fucking score goals. Interesting take on KT from yours truly. He could end up going to Aston Villa and reuniting with El Neni, Martinez and Chambers. Most definitely, but I do believe Martinez will not be at Aston Villa too much longer. I wonder the club that will get him. He has been nominated as the best goalkeeper in the world. Interesting. We got rid of him for 17 mil. And now statistically, according to whatever awards it was, he is now the best goalkeeper. He was officially last week named in the world's top 11 players. He was the goalkeeper. I don't massively disagree with it, but he does play for Aston Villa, so there's levels out here. But shouts out to the guy. Manny, everyone, where would Martinez go? Is there a Premier League team that you would go to? Man United have got De Gea. Arsenal have obviously got Ramsdale. Tottenham need a goalkeeper. Fuck you, Tottenham. But then again, they don't win trophies. You may as well stay at Aston Villa. Man City have got Edison. Liverpool have got... I don't know, he sounds like a girl. Allinson. Real Madrid have got the former Chelsea guy. Barcelona. Ter Stegen. I think he's a slightly shit Ter Stegen. Like, he's aight. He's aight. But I don't think he's that good. Could Barcelona be a destination for Martinez? And you do know they love a South American. And South Americans always end up in Spain, one way or another. Pepe was the worst signing we've had in years. I don't care. No one's changed my mind. Most definitely, bros. And as he is still our record signing, and probably will be our record signing for a couple of seasons, unless we genuinely want a Declan Rice or a Moses Caicedo. A disgusting bit of business. We were done in it. Rouse nearly frauded us, isn't it? It was actually an 82 million deal. He stole £10 million, hence why we got it like it was picking up a fucking couple of kilos or whatever. Like, it was a drug deal. It was done on ticking it. It was a tick. We got Pepe on tick, bros, and we still haven't finished paying for him. That's the truth as well. I think the last instalment is this summer, or it could even be next summer on his last year of his deal. We basically, it was 20 million a season, 20, 20, 20, and then 12 or whatever that made it 72. I know, my brother. I hope you had a great birthday. Enjoy the Guinness. Most definitely, bro. Shouts out to Tyler on the Guinness. He's coming back before Easter. What a miracle that would be. Bro, I'd say he is closer to a return than we all imagine. I don't know, bro. I honestly reckon the next week or so, he should be making his first appearance for the under-23s with obviously strict instructions of no one kicking, touching, or breathing on him. I think Arsenal will try and make a couple of unofficial, behind closed door games, whatever it takes. Give him some minutes and see how he does. Because we certainly need goals, and we could do with him back. Wow. I just said that as well. I didn't see you say that. Wow. Yep, Barcelona. I was going through the clubs one by one. Shouts out to you, Manny, as always. Is a bad boy goalie. If we kept him, we would need him and Ramsdale. Yeah, but again, because Ramsdale isn't mad significantly, he ain't like Ramsdale's 18, 19. It's hard when one goal keeps 27, the other one's 24, 25. And yeah, because even if this guy retires at 34, the other one's now 32, like, it's a bit of a bitch, basically. For me, always the ideal situation is that sort of 28-year-old goalkeeper. I know Ramsdale's still got a few years to go to that, and perfect. And then that young goalkeeper, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Do you know what I mean? but still good enough and ready to make first-team football appearances. Ramsdale was playing football at 21. Messier, the Leeds goalkeeper, playing football at 21. It does happen. Chesney at Arsenal playing football, first-team football at 21. It does happen. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's the ideal situation. For me, if you have two 28-year-old goalkeepers, well, one of them severely pissed off. And if you have a goalkeeper who's 25 years old and your backup's 30, well, he's fucking double pissed, if you know what I mean, guys. Goalies play like till they're 40. Most definitely. But I'm saying you have to be exceptionally good. Seaman, Schmeichel kind of levels. Buffon kind of levels. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. A lot of goalkeepers, yeah, they'll still retire at 35. They've made enough money. But I do get totally what you're saying. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes with goalkeepers, believe it or not, they could go on another couple of seasons. Sometimes eyesight comes into the problem as well, where they've lost fucking 10% of that radar vision. Do you know what I mean? And they're missing that banger into the top corner, bro. You know what I mean? Top bins just because their eye wasn't on point again. I suppose there is contact lenses for that though. But guys, do be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. We have got about 9 minutes left of this stream. Shouts out to Manny, to Tyler, to Linda, to Hazza. Where did Hazza go immediately? To Luco, to Lee Akers, to Hanumi coming back, to Daniel He, to Jean RB, to Phil Mitchell, to Craig. And if there's been anyone else, shouts out to you. And what should we talk about the last 10 minutes? Fulham away. Again, guys, my team is quite simple. It never changes too much unless there is injuries. My team for Fulham, Ramsdale in goal. At right back, Ben White. At left back, Zinchenko. Centre back, Saliba. Centre back, Gabriel. Partey and Xhaka, the gruesome twosome back together in the central midfield. Jorginho's kind of pissed me off. Eldegaard just ahead of them. On the left, I go Nelson. On the right, I go Saka. And up front, I go Martinelli. That leaves you a bench of McTurner, Tomiyasu, Tierney, Jorginho, Emil Smith-Rowe, Dewberry, and who am I forgetting? God knows. Guys, please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribed if you're new. Yeah, Seaman for me, one of the best ever and a great person. I met him a few times. I met David Seaman once as well, you know. He was a wicked guy. Really nice. Hello, pal. Are you right, Tyler? How you doing, lad? What, you want me to sign this for you, lads? All right, my name's Dave Seaman. Who shall I say fucking is written on card? What, Big Dave? Big Tyler. Yeah, Tyler. Best wishes, fucking Big Dave. But he wouldn't have swore. You know what I mean? He was a professional guy, and he liked a bit of fishing. You know what I mean? That quiet guy. I love David Seaman. Shouts out to you, T-Man. I think Ramsdale has a lot of improvement to do. Millions, bruvs. And I believe, again, this happens, possibly better coaching, but I believe this happens as well with the quality of number 2. And I'm not aiming at Turner. Is he that guy? I don't know. For me, the jury's still out. Yes, he's looked all right in a couple of Europa League games. Let's play Man United in the Europa League and see how good Turner is. And then I'll back up on everything I've ever been curious about the USA International. I like to see Spenzia come on for Gabriel later in the game. Well, bro, this is another one that freaks me out. Gabriel has literally, unless he's been injured or suspended, has had to play every fucking minute this season. Arteta has this thing about the left-footed balance. I'll keep saying it, and I'll say it till everyone realises Granit Xhaka is literally, apart from yesterday, undroppable, but there was a left-footer in his place, or someone that's very versatile, two-footed in Vieira. And Gabriel is undroppable. But he did buy the kid from Spenzia, Jacob. A warrior, I'm going to call him. Jacob, I'm going to just call him. It's interesting. He hasn't even had 5 minutes here nor there. I think Arteta is literally waiting for us to be 2, 3, and 4-0 ahead. But then again, Everton. Now, after we got them 2 goals just before half-time, they were never going to come back. He could have got 10, 15 minutes against Everton. I clearly feel there's one answer for this. He is not ready. Watch Willian score against us next week. Oh, don't say that. He's been all right, you know. Without being that nutty winger that scores 10 a season and 10 assists, he's very tidy. He keeps the ball moving. He's an intelligent footballer. He's got a good passing range, short and long. Clearly wasn't good enough for Arsenal, but I do feel he's doing a very admirable job at Fulham, though. Yeah, I met him a few times when my sister was in hospital when I was like 5 or 6. Yeah, David Seaman's a G. Shouts out to you. Shouts out to your sister, Mr. T-Man. Paul Mercer has the most hilarious story about Seaman in his autobiography, first chapter. Is this the one where he talks about his addictions and everything? Because I did read that book. It's phenomenal, but I can't remember that story. But I shall go back and have a look. I've got Paul Mercer autograph framed. It's up in the loft. Shouts out. Most definitely. I've met Paul Mercer a couple of times. I ain't got nothing autographed with him. I met Dennis Burkamp. That was at the old shop at Finsbury Park. Was he with Paul Davis? I remember meeting Paul Davis there. Hold on, let me think about this. Burkamp went with who? I think it was Burkamp and Platt one Christmas. I remember meeting Alan Smith. Arsenal World of Sport, sorry, that's what it was called. Paul Davis, I definitely met at the World of Sport. And God knows. What did you actually say, though? What was your comment, Craig? Because obviously YouTube took it away. I honestly didn't see it. It was not there for me, not available for me to see. No clean sheet for Leno, though. Most definitely not. But you could see him having a decent game as well, though, the little fucker. Do you know what I mean? Guys, 4 minutes left of the stream. Please, please, please be getting an extra big like. Like, double tap it if you can. Like, quickly get a like on that video for me, guys. Right down, I'm off, brother. See you in the morning. Yeah, bro, exactly the same. How's about that for a snap, bro? I can feel it. It's that time where I've got to wind down. Or I just linger up like it'll be 5 in the morning next. So if I don't start winding down real soon, bros, the writing is on the wall for me. So shouts out to all the real ones. Thanks for being a part of the show again. Monday, yes, the show must continue. We'll look at everything Arsenal, transfer rumours, and we'll take a look at all of the weekend's games. There is one more game tomorrow as well. There is Monday Night Football. Who is it? Is it Brentford and someone? I can't remember. I'll give that a quick definite though. Who is tomorrow? Scores Monday. Yes, Brentford Fulham. I was going to say Brentford Fulham. I should have just went with my instinct. Yes, it is, mate, and you must read it. An angry Yorkshireman is the funniest. Yeah, go on. I'm going to have to read that. I'm going Fulham 1, Arsenal 3. Dun, 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 dun. 1-2. I don't know. I think 1-2. I'll let you know near the time, though. You know me, guys. I go with that gut instinct. But, guys, it has been a beautiful show again. It has been lit, guys. Please get the likes on the video. Do subscribe if you're new. A lack of some real ones tonight. So, shouts out to the real ones that has been here. And, you're all real ones. I do refer to the people on the groups. Some of these guys have just been going missing over the last few days. Hazard came in for one comment. I tell you what must be on. Love Island must be on. Shouts out to Acres also and all of the real ones. Shouts out to Ty, to Manny, to Craig, to Linda. I'll do it again. To Hans. I'm not doing it again. Guys, shout out to all the real ones. Please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. Fulham is next. Oh, let's just take a look. It isn't actually because it's Sporting Lisbon this week. It's time for Europa. Europa League is back. Manny. Yes, it is. And it's an early one. 5:45 on Thursday. Oh, dear. Tired than a heart attack. Manny. Sporting Lisbon, Arsenal. We're going to have to make a plan, Manny. I'm technically meant to be working. I'm sliding out, bruv. We're coming back. It has to be Manny and Danny. Sorry, actually. Not that I don't like it, but Danny and Manny. Back for Europa League Thursdays. But yeah, guys, it is time for me to go. Please get a massive like on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. I'm off to sleep. Big up as always. See you and everyone else. And I'll most likely see you on Thursday. Shouts out to you, Manny. Shouts out to everyone that's been involved in the show tonight. Come on, you Gunners. We are still top. We pray for one more slip up from Man City. But guys, just like Liverpool today, this is now. This is time when the big boys start playing. This is when titles are won. Guys, I believe we must pretty much win most of our games. Anyone that comes near us, we have to win. If we are allowing for 2 defeats away at Anfield and Man City. Do you think the Premier League is coming to Arsenal. I'm still not sure. Bruvs, I'm still not sure either. Man City ain't going to drop many more points, bruvs, and they will dispatch of us. I reckon Liverpool, if they're sitting 5th or precariously in 4th and Tottenham are right behind them, I reckon they dispatch of us. I reckon we have to be pretty much unbeatable in every other game. Like you say, 9 out of 12. It could be 9.5. 9 victories, a draw, and 2 defeats. If, like you said, I think it was a draw with Chelsea and 2 defeats at Man U and Man City and Liverpool. If that's the case, bruv, we have to win the 9 other games hands down to make us finish on about 91 points. Anything less than that, I do believe Man City win the league. We will not concede 7 at Anfield. We certainly will not, bruvs. But again, I see us getting beaten. I don't, bruvs, does it? Well, it does matter if it's 7-0. But bruvs, we'll get beat 2-3-0 at Anfield, I reckon. Salah will be on point. Darwin Núñez will be scoring. Cody, if he keeps it up. Do you know what I mean? And who knows? They could even have that other little bugger back. What's his name? Diaz. But on that note, guys, I'm out. Peace out. Get the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. And I shall see you tomorrow, people. 10 p.m. live. The show must go on. As always, Gunners, come on, you Gooners. Top of the league, guys. Top of the fucking league.